I'm glad that $7 for a dozen eggs is not too much money for you. For myself, we have a family of 5, and we used to be able to get a dozen eggs for around $1, sometimes less. So this is about a 700% increase in price. For our family, a dozen eggs, that's one serving, right? So, take half a loaf of bread and a dozen eggs, and you've got eggs and toast, right? That used to cost us about $2, and that's including, butter and everything. Now we're looking at $8, $8.50. That's a huge increase. And this isn't going to the egg pickers. They're not going to see any of this. So it's all going to go into corporate profits, right? And aren't they saying that the cost, aren't they blaming it on the avian flu? They're basically saying that there's less chickens, so there's less eggs. So, this isn't exactly, regular inflation prices, right? Or at least according to them, according to the industry. What does that have to do with keeping up with the value of everything else then, right? The thing is, under a planned economy, under collectivized ownership of the means of production, if the chicken farms and the egg farms were for production and not for profit, right, then we would not be in this situation. We would have higher standards. We would have enforced standards. We would have smaller farms. We would have a lot more cooperatives and family farms, and thus when the diseases come through, they wouldn't just spread through, a couple of very big producers and decimate the population, right? We'd be more spread out. So, socialism is the answer here, of course, as well. And even with all that said, the largest egg producer in the country, they are making record profits. So, what is it, the value keeping up? These companies are profitable. They're making big dollars. So, keeping up with everything else, what does that mean? What's not keeping up is wages. Wages are not keeping up with the record profits.